Hello friends, today I am going to solve another problem which is uh, 9 1975 maximum matrix sum. So this is a problem and this is a medium level quiz, medium level problem. And what it is saying first, look it. Here is saying that you are given an n into n integer matrix, okay, and you can do the following operation any number of item, okay. Choose any two adjacent element of matrix and multiply each of them by minus 1. Two elements are considered adjacent if and only if they share a border. Okay. So what it is saying that it is saying that you have a matrix n into n. Okay. And you can apply this a step in on the 1 minute. I am taking the epic pen. Uh, where is my pen? This is my pen. Okay. He is saying that 1 minute. Where should I do? He is saying that you have like this type of you have n into n matrix, okay? Like suppose you have a 3 into 3 matrix, this type of, okay? And choose any two adjacent element of matrix and multiply each of them by minus 1. He is saying that choose any two adjacent. Adjacent means two adjacent element of matrix and multiply each of them by minus 1. Adjacent means which is like you can say this slash, like here is 1 and here is 2, so this is adjacent, okay. So matrix and multiply them by minus 1, okay. Two elements are considered adjacent if and only if they share a border. Two elements are considered adjacent, like 1 and 2 considered adjacent when if they share a common border. So you can see that this border is common in both, okay. So this is a adjacent, okay, 1 and 2 adjacent, okay. Now what is our task? Our goal is to maximize the sum of the matrix element, return the maximum sum of the matrix element using the operation mentioned above, okay. Okay, G. So let's see. Just like see in example, here is 1, minus 1, minus 1, and 1. So our task is to what? Our task is to maximize the like sum of all element become maximum. So if you look that 1 and minus 1, 1 and minus 1 here I'm taking 1 and minus 1. This is a, and this is what? This is 1 minute. 1 minute, what is happening? 1 and minus 1, and it is adjacent, and then if it is adjacent then you can apply minus 1, multiply each element by minus 1. So if you do minus 1 then it become minus 1 and 1, okay. Again you can, so you can see that here is minus 1 and minus 1, and again if you apply minus 1, if you multiply by minus 1 then it become 1 1, and when you add them one all 1 element then it become 4, so you have to return 4, okay. Now see what happened. 1 minute. I am erasing this type of any every, and okay, its width is, I want to reduce its width. So from here I can, okay, this, okay, yeah, it is good, yeah, okay. So let's see what happened. Where is eraser? This is okay. So now our task is you know why? Let's see another example. Let's see this example. So here 1 2 3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, okay. So what is our approach? Our task is our, what is our task? That is completed, but what is our approach? So our approach will be, let's see. First, I will explain you that what our approach. Look, what we have a 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. We have a what? We have a air. We have a matrix. Okay, and look, we have a matrix, and we have, in this matrix we have value. Okay, how many values? Suppose in first time we have a 1, we have a minus 1 and 1, and again minus 1 and 1. Okay, so if you look, that's in this adjacent, so it become plus plus 1. Okay, so if you look, then there is the count of minus element, yani negative element is 2. Okay, count of negative element is 2. How many negative element in this? It is 2. And what is the absolute sum of this matrix? Absolute sum means you have to neglect minus 1. Like if you add total, then absolute sum is 4. Okay, so number of count of negative element is 2, and number of and sum of absolute element is 4. Okay, now, what, that if you think that 2 is, like 2 is what, 2 is uh, even number. Okay, 2 is even number. So this is a simple, but I can tell you one more example with him. This is some tricky question, so maybe you feel boring, but don't worry, I can give you. uh, Look, suppose this is a 3 into 3 matrix, and all, here is a minus 2. Okay, then 2, then 2, and then here is a minus, there is a minus 3. Okay, here is minus 1. Okay, here is minus 4. Okay, and then here is a 5, and here is a 6, and here is a 1. So if you look, if in this case also there is a number of count of negative number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It means like even number. So when you find that if the number of count of negative number is even, then you have do nothing. Why? Because you just need to return the absolute sum. Because what? Why? Because look, minus 1, minus 1, if you if you multiply them by minus 1, then it become plus 1. Okay, each become plus 1, and each become plus 1, then sum become what, 4. In this case also there is a minus 2 and minus 1. So if you apply uh, on this area, on this adjacent, if you multiply by minus 1, then it become also plus 1. Again minus 4 is here. Okay, so if you if you say that minus 4 and minus 5 it adjacent. Okay, so if you multiply by minus 1, then minus 4 become 4, but 5 become minus 1. But again you can think that minus 3 and minus 5 is a adjacent. Okay, so if you multiply them by minus 1, then 3 and 5 both become plus 1, so everyone become plus positive number. And and if what is the sum of all, you can return. Okay, so this is our approach for the what, for even number. If you count the all negative number, and if the count of negative number is even, then you just return the sum of all element. Okay, but what about negative? What about what about odd number? What about odd number? Okay, I'm erasing, and uh, I can show you that what's my approach. Just 1 minute. Like suppose I'm again doing this. Suppose I have a array, okay? I have a matrix, okay? And this is also a 3 into 3 matrix. Okay? Now, okay. Now look, here is my, suppose here I have 2, here I have minus 3, here I have minus 4, here I have 1, 1, and here I have minus 1, here I have 3, 2, anything. You can do anything like, okay. Now you can tell me that what will be our approach, because here if you what if you number of count of negative number, how many? So minus 1, minus 3, and minus 4, it means 3. It means it is a odd number, okay? It is a odd number, so we can't return absolute sum of all, okay? So what should I do? So our approach will be, first you think that if like minus 3 and minus 4, if you look this, this area, then it is adjacent, and if you add minus 1, then it become what, plus 3 and plus 4, okay? But if you look that there is also a minus 1 and 1, okay, this are also adjacent. If you apply minus 1, then it become minus 1 and it become plus 1, okay? So but in odd case, at least one element remain minus. This is this concept I want to tell you, that in odd case, if number of negative element is odd, then one element remain you negative, okay? And that is a smallest element, that is a smallest element, okay? So what should I do? We don't do anything, we just take a sum of all element, like 3 to 5, 6, 6, and 3 to 5 and 6, 6, 6, 12, 12 and 4, 12, 4, 16, and 1, 17, and 1, 18. It means 18 is the absolute sum, total sum. But we have a 3 odd number, a 3 negative number, and in that 3 negative number, minus 1 is the smallest. It means one is a smallest. In if you neglect all negative number, and if you absolutely they see, then one is negative. So our nothing, our just need to uh, subtract not the one, subtract the one from the all sum of that element, and you need to two times. So just 1 into 2, 1 into 2, it means 18 minus 2, it become 16. So our answer will be 16. Let's see, is this true or not? So 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3, 8, okay, 8 to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 17 minus 1 is 16. So 16 our answer. Understood? All sum, if you go all, then it becomes 16. So this is our approach. So let's go with the code. Okay. Our approach, you understand? I think you understood what will be our approach. Okay. Let's come in the, because it is taking time, because this is a medium level question. Okay. So no worry. Come. Let's do it here and come here. Okay. Now what is our approach? What will be our approach? Will be that we have to first our I am getting matrix, okay? So first we have to do what? Take length, that what is length. So int n equal to matrix dot length, okay? length, length, okay? Now what? I need sum. So I need sum, so we int sum equal to 0. One mistake here, that you don't take int. Why? Because the return type is long, so you have to write long, okay? Now I need a compare, okay? I need a compare. So what? I need count also, for the counting the negative value, that how many negative value. I need what? I need a list value, list value. Why need I list? Because then I find no in odd case. So list, then what is list? So if you go, okay, for your understanding, I am not taking list value yet, okay? Otherwise, okay, I am writing last least equal to you. I have We have a math method called math. If you getting integer, then there is a method called integer. Integer dot max value. Okay, it give you maximum value of the integer. Okay, now what should I do? Now our calm is to traverse the all matrix. Okay, so we can go with the for loop. Int I start from the 0 and I go to where n and I plus plus. Okay, we can create a, because it is a 2D array, so we go with another loop. Int j start from 0 also, and j goes to why, j goes to where n less than n and j plus plus. Okay, this is our work. Okay, now what, let's we have to count first. What we have to count, that if count for the what, count for the negative. So we can check here that if matrix let's what happen, we have to first do this. Int item equal to matrix, matrix of I and j. From this I can find a current element. Okay, now you can think that uh, yeah, now what we have to check, that its item is greater than 0 or less than 0 for the negative checking. So if item is less than 0, means it is negative. Okay, means it is negative. So what should I do? Our work is to just increase the count, that yeah, count increase, and become, we need sum. Okay, absolute sum. So we have to what, we have to do item positive. So how we do positive? So we do that item equal to, there is a method called math.abs absolute. If you give in this item, then it become, no matter what is it, is negative or positive, it give you always positive. So item become positive. Okay, now what we do, now we just give us some we add item. Okay, in each time, some in our sum we add item. Now our work will be what? Now our work will be, let's check outside the let's come outside the loop and check that, oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, if our count, it means if our count modulo 2 is equal 0. Why? Here I am checking that it is even or not, even or odd. Okay, so if it is even, yeah, here I am checking even. Okay, so if it is even, our the negative count is even, then what should I return? We should return, no matter what is our sum, we just return our sum. Okay, but if it is not if it is not even, then what should I return? Then our we return sum minus what, sum minus 2 into 2 into what? Oh, one thing we forget, what, list. We nothing do with list. Okay, so for list, we have to find the list, that what is list element. Okay, okay, so here I am doing what? Hmm, okay, so this is problem, that we are not doing list. How to update list? List means what, that what is minimum element. Okay, so here we can do one thing, that here we can check, like if our list is greater than what, greater than math dot absolute of item. Okay, if it is greater, then what should I do? We should just replace the, in list we can do what, in list we initialize math dot absolute of item. I think you are understanding this. we are not doing here, we just compare the list, and if list is greater than our math dot absolute of item, then we just initialize the math dot absolute of item in the list. Okay, now what if our count is not even, it is odd, that we just return the sum minus 2 into our list. Okay, our list, let's run it, see what happened. Oh, this is a error. Int count plus plus where? In line number 6. Int count plus plus. So this is a wrong syntax. Na? Int count plus nothing happen. We have to read int count equal to 0. Okay. And then we run. Oh, line number 31. It is saying you have a error. For what I have error? You have error that this is your for loop. Yeah. And this is. Oh, one mistake. I have one parenthesis less. Okay, now see what happened. Yeah, so it is accepted. It is accepted. Uh, let's submit it. Okay, so it is submitted. Okay, so this is a medium level problem. If you think that you have any type of other approach to do it, may I give you 100%. May I think that you understood it. But if you think that any type of other approach you have, just comment in comment section. Okay, thank you.